Observatories in Hawaii. We're looking at March the 18th at 20:05 HST time. And we're looking at the UFO that is hovering over the caldera right there. You can see it. We've documented lots of UFOs here, and this will add to the documentation of these UFOs. And a lot of these UFOs appear to be ground-based. They're coming up out of the ground. Not to say that all of them come out of the ground, but some of them are coming out of the ground. The majority of the ones that we see flying across are. In this particular camera right here, there is no lights. No, there's no lights to try to obscure their presence in the sky at all when we know that they're there. So we can look at this one. This one is massive. Look at this is how big there is. And at the on the footage that we did last night, good morning, we saw these type of UFOs hovering over the calderas of these other volcanoes, the tips of the volcanoes. We saw them. They glow in the sky like a straight line like this in the night. Okay, but this particular direction right here, this is one of the cloud cams. So we're going to go, and I've actually thought I was talking to myself. I was trying to record this footage, but I'm going to show you this, you all. We're going to do it. Let's make sure we can like get this in here. I'm going to be able to, okay, I'm going to be able to zoom up on some of these, even though it's dark. It was, no, my goodness gracious, it was dark at the observatories itself. Let's see if we can get this on here. Gina, honey, that's not going to work. You're going to have to do something. I am going to have to do something, you all. You just got to hold on a second, because this is not, it does not want to work well in the light, but that's not going to stop me from doing this. It's not going to turn on the light. We're going to turn on the light in this darkness. That's what we're going to do. We're going to shine the light in the darkest of night. We're going to make sure we can get some of this documentation. Gina, you should not have used your cell phone like this. You're probably not. Let me take off this light colored jacket, you all. We're going to get it. We're going to get it going. I should have got on the big computer, but I didn't. And that's all right, you all. We got it. Hello there, Apple Brooks, honey. See, this may not want to function. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing right here? We've went through this frame. I got to go back, because this is like, I thought I was recording myself. I really did, but this didn't want to record me. I wanted to catch these coming up out of the volcano. So I did. You can see I did one recorder to record another recorder to record myself talking, but then it didn't work that well at all. It didn't. Oh, great. You got it going. Oh, man, this is not good, you all. I may have to get off of here, and I wanted to show them the UFOs. I really did. I wanted to show them better. Okay, you can see it over this building, right? This building right here. It's it goes from one location. You can see that it's movable, and it's moving in the sky, you all. And if you're on your cell phone and the comments are covering it up, you might want to, I don't know how you're going to hide them. This is not an airplane with wings. It's not. And so when we want to document all that we can, since they got their cloud cams back up. This is on the 18th, and there is lots of UFO activity. Do they only occur in the late evening hours and at night? No, they're all there at all times of the day, but with the brightness of the day, because of their color, they can be perfectly hidden in the sky and nobody going to see them. Nobody, because they're hidden. The light obscures their presence in the sky. So there's also some that do appear. Look down there. It's went over here to this one to join it is what happened. Okay, let's keep looking, you all. We got it. Actually, okay, you can see it. It's coming up out of the city over there. Whose are they? And why is it coming up? If it's coming up, then it must have the origin must come from the ground, wouldn't you think? You think that where it came from would be the ground? Absolutely. Absolutely. Some say that there are reptilians underground, and other types of beings underground, you all. You can see that we are using, I'm going frame by frame with that, is what I was doing. Frame by frame. And again, we don't got no cameras at night to try to hide their presence in the sky, to try to say, oh, well, there's nothing there. It's just reflections. No, you got to look beyond what they're trying to make you focus on. That's right. You got to look. You got to, oh, why do you all do that to us? We're trying to look at them. That's okay, you all. We're going to still do it. We're going to watch them flying around like this. Why? Because they are. They are flying around. It's not like there's nothing there. Oh, no, no, no. See, that's where you got it wrong. There is something there. You can see it right here. And why? See, this really should make headlines right here. This right here should be making lots of headlines. Because these are in the skies all around the world. Totally all around the world. Let me do this, I guess. Gina, let's get it going. Gina, why do you talk to yourself? Because I like to encourage myself at times, too. I like to encourage myself at times, Gina. You can do it. I can talk in the second person. That's right. There's nothing wrong with it. Now look at that. Good morning, everyone. If you're just tuning in, we can't let up the time. We don't really have the time. I've got to document all that I can. I really do. I think I found a timestamp of when the beings came down in a beam of light. And I think it was like it was a March timestamp of 2019. Because it was that very day I remember looking in the sky and there were rows and rows of clouds like in front of me. And I remember doing a Facebook video that day afterward. And from my porch facing the eastern sky, they literally were lined up on both sides right in front of me. And there was a big gap, rows of them. I thought, wow, this looked like something. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was like the March. It was around a few days ago is when I found it. My timestamp. I've been looking for something. Okay, so that's my 4 years. I'm in my 4th year. I haven't clicked into the 5th year yet. What? Don't you go to sleep on me. We got work to do. You can't be going to sleep. No. We got work to do, you all. We do. We got a lot of work to do. And there's also stuff in the sky too. What was I watching? Oh yeah, these right here. These ones up here in the sky. You can see those type right there across NASA's product when they're showing the sun. You can see them flying around in the sky and they're about that size too. So no, these ain't Elon Musk satellites going up from the ground like that, you all. See now, see this right here? Prime example. Let's have these lights to obscure their presence in the sky. No, see we see this is why I'm doing this. They want you to focus on something totally different when all the while there are UFOs hovering around in the sky. See, just like this, look at this. No, you can watch them. You can see them coming up just like that. See, they got a wide range right here, a big wide range that they can see the whole entire sky. Why you think they got the camera right here with no lights on the side? There's a reason. There's a reason, you all. It's all right. We're just going to keep looking. Now, this video that I recorded that I thought I was talking in is only going to be 14 minutes long, minus the time that I'm talking right now. Yeah. See, look, the ground base. Why are they coming up out of the ground? Why do they do that? That's not, I'm going to say it again, it's not Starlink. It's not, and it don't have any wings on it like a regular airplane. It don't have no helicopter blades. And it's okay, you all. We can look. We can look and document. And why at times does the sky appear orange, really? Why? Why is there like an orangish glow in the sky? I will say something. On one of the cameras, there's a constant orange beam that occurs sideways up the corner of the screen continually. Looks like it's coming from a ground-based area. What am I trying to focus on in this one? I was just dragging it to see if we could see stuff. That's right. It was. I actually had a few people from Hawaii who were on the live stream and in the comment section from last night. They have watched unusual activity occurring, and a lot of them said if you could find somebody you could trust, they would go up there and they would take pictures, or they would take pictures and things like that. Okay, now see, this is where the battle, this is above the volcano. Let me see if I can hone in on it. Oh, it doesn't want to get a good picture for some strange reason. Can we do it? See, that's what they're doing. It's right over there. Okay, this is UFOs. They were battling out in the sky, and I know it keeps trying to go in and out is what they happen. In and out. I thought if I used my phone, it would let me zoom up better, but with the technology, if it doesn't want you to see, it kind of blurs out like the one photo the military showed us. That's right. It's all right. But it's not all right because we want to know what's going on in the sky, and the only way we can do it is show it ourselves, because they don't want to, have the heat on them. They don't. They don't want to have the heat on them. Let's let Gina Honey do it. She's already crazy. That's fine if that's what they call people. They had called them like that for years. You might got a reflection. See, Gina got her reflection on here. See, from my hand. That's all right. It does not detract from these UFOs in the sky. If you know what to look for, you're going to find it. You're going to find them in the sky. Right there. See, now look at those. Up there. I had to keep doing that just to show you that, yeah, they are right there in that spot in the sky. I think I've already moved to another one. But they battle it out. And, the time lapse, that's over a long period of time. It's like hours and hours and hours is what it's over. And it looked like they're in the sky battling out really fast. No, they're just hovering in the sky. And they slanted. They can set slanted in the sky is what they can do. Slanted in the sky. My screen is timing out on me. That's all right. It can time out. We go through every frame of this so we can see what's going on other than a green glowing below. We got the sun and stuff like that. You can find out a lot if you are willing to take the time to do this. Now, this is not for everyone. It's not. Not everybody's going to want to sit and spend their waking hours. It's too much work. It's too much work. No, they want to have something that somebody else has done that they don't have to really look for to share. And I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with that, but still, that's beside the point. That is beside the point. See how white that sky gets so you can't see nothing? Yeah. So you can't see nothing. So we're going to focus on these UFOs that they do come out of the ground like this right here. It's like that. So why? Really? Why? Why you got a UFO that does this, you all? It's like that. Hovering over that volcano. Why on earth would it hover over a volcano unless there's something inside the volcano? They could even be beaming themselves down, and nobody would even know it. They would not know it if they were beaming themselves down. They wouldn't. See how it came? It came just like that. Just like that. I'm going to add this to the observatory playlist also. I am. That's not Elon Musk. Okay, it's not. And somebody say, well, that's our military, or it's the militaries of the world, or what if it isn't? And nobody wants to have a trick played on them. They don't, because if you're gonna try to play a trick on the people, they're gonna find out. Just like in the Wizard of Oz, they pulled the curtain back and they found out who was behind the curtain, who was making all these things in the Wizard of Oz. And the gig was up, and he had to come clean. He had to come clean. So of course we want to know. And of course, if you're in Hawaii and you are looking up at the skies, you're going to see stuff like that. You're going to see it. That's right. It's like that. We're almost to the end of this video. And when it ends, I'm going to get ready for the day. That's right. But this right here, you all, we've documented these a lot, maybe around 6 or 7 times in videos at the observatories right here. And these aren't the only ones. I'm going to show something else. Have you ever seen the long orange lights? Like you think, oh, well, that's Starlink. There's orange Starlink lights flying up in the sky in a straight row. You ever seen those? Doing that? And people say, well, it's Starlink because that's what the excuse was being put out there. Or that's from SpaceX, where you see an anomaly in the sky. Oh, that's SpaceX. That's what they say. It's SpaceX. No, it's not SpaceX. You can't dismiss everything in the sky as SpaceX, Starlink, and or Project Bluebeam. I mean, I guess you could if you so desired, but to what avail? To what avail? When will you admit, hey, there is something in the sky, really? When will you be able to admit such a thing? So like this right here, this thing, I can do this. This is on the South View camera. This thing came up out of the ground. I watched it. Came straight up out of the ground. It's the same color as the lasers that they use at the observatories, the same color. This also is like, you'll see it right here. Comes up out of the ground. Look at the angle that it comes up out of right here. You can see it's like, comes up like boom, like that. Let's go to another one. And then it's this thing right here. So are they launching things like that from a ground-based systems? There's the other half of it. It went up there in the sky right there. Right there from the ground. Right there. See, this is a perfect place. Just hide them. And then we have this coming down out of the sky. Well, Gina, honey, that's a comet. Is it a comet? I don't believe all of that. I really don't believe all that anymore. But the things that have bright lights, I'm thinking there's something different and they're going down into the ground. Shafts are opening up in the ground and these are going in the ground. They're going straight in the ground, you all. Why did I do this one? I know why I did it. Because on the corner of this right here, there is a constant orange beam of light that goes up. No matter what's happened, day or night, it's always there. And you have to look really close in order to see it. See it? It's like, I'm gonna outline it. You can see it. It's like right here. It never leaves. It's right there. Never leaves the corner. And constant. Come hell, rain, snow, sleet, darkness, light, it's always, always on. Always. Now see, now we got this coming down out of the sky like that too. See, right up here. If it's coming down, where'd it come from? If it goes up, it's got to come down, really. It's going to go straight down into the ground. Why we got, and that wouldn't be Starlink maneuvering like that in the sky, doing some maneuvers, military maneuvers. No, they got to get back to where they came from, you all. They do. They got to get back from where they came from. What was I? Okay. You can vaguely see the orange line right here. Vaguely see the orange line, but it is a constant. It's a constant. And it's either coming from a telescope over there or it's coming from something else. Now, I'm going to say something right now. When I filter certain stars, like I like to zoom up on the stars with my P900, and I do the filtering just right, they're at this angle. There's like beams of light. They're like green, orange, blue, and red. They are at this angle, exact angle. And it stops at the stars. I'm just saying, you all. I'm just saying it. Oh, I know what I wanted to do right here, because what I wanted to do right here is just to flip this around like this. No, I don't. They made that camera, it's still flipping. Will you please quit your flipping, UI? It doesn't want to stop. It won't flip. It won't do me right now. You know, they did that on purpose. They really did. I got to cancel that out. I wanted to come into here, and there's something going on. You can see me in the glare. They turned the lights all the way out. See, hello, Gina. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. They turned the lights all the way out at the observatory for some reason, and it was at 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning, they dimmed the lights at this particular camera. They make the sky go dark, and then they brought it back. But you can see, you may not be able to see the orange light that's there. This is in pictures. I'm trying to capture the orange light that's always there up in the sky, always. It's even showing up right there, the orange light. And looked like a tractor beam. Now this is more, you all. Sorry about that. I like how this looks. You got my big old mouse pad thing right here, and my computer mouse, and you know, keyboard. Looks kind of techy, you all. Than my big computer up there. It looks really techy. We're supposed to be looking at UFOs. Okay, up here in the sky, like right here, you have a great big one right there. And no, they're in the sky. Okay, they are in the sky. You come over here to the other side of the screen. They are right here. Gina, don't you have good equipment? Of course I have good equipment. I didn't want to get on my laptop. And then they appear when this one shows up too. This one comes up out of the ground. You see how they made it blurred? Comes up out of the ground, and those two are in the sky at the same time up there. You have these up here, and then you have, where is it at? This one down here. This is down here. And if this one was to go up in the sky, would it take on the shape of this right here? Would it look bigger? Probably. Quite so. Probably. And then we have it coming over here. It's going to make its way and just hover over the volcano. It's just going to hover there, you all. But there's nothing to see. No, those are reflections in the sky. There's no UFO up there. Excuse me. Yes, there are. You need to remember the Wizard of Oz. And, of course, they're going to try to hide anything and dismiss it like, oh, we shot down a balloon in the sky. It was a balloon, really. Was it really a balloon, or was it something different that you shot down? Really think about it. Was it something different? See, it's changing its shape. It's getting smaller, or is it getting closer when it does that? See? And then it goes over to here. You can't see that. If you're in the city below and you got this thick cloud cover, like right here, that they roll the clouds. The clouds roll. Where is this cursor at? They roll with the observatories, and they just come up in waves. And if you're down there below, you ain't gonna see nothing happen up here. Why? Because they got it fixed, whoever they are. They got so much UFO activity. They're at the top of the world looking down on creation where you can't see below. That's right. That's all right, you all. It's all right, but it's not. Come on. No, we want to see these evenly spaced, just like this. See how they do it? But Gina, that's Elon Musk's satellite. So then what's his satellite doing flying around the volcanoes if it's his satellites, his Starlink? No, it's not him. It's not you all. And there's like these Phoenix lights. There's people seeing lights. These right here, these have the ability to, if they want to, let's talk about this. They could separate. They could go in groups of 3s, 4s, 7s. They could, because why? They came out of the sun too. Came out of a portal in the sun also. These look like the ones that came out too. And truth be known, they could be cubes, but as you're looking at them right there, they look like they're not, but they really could be white cubes, black cubes. And then you have yeah, they know what's going on in the sky. They really do, because I think these are activity happening, big time activity. Like they like to settle right here. They do. They want to just settle, hover over the volcanoes. Maybe one might jump off and go into that caldera. It might. You never know. And perhaps this looks like that because the lights are even brighter now, and they look clustered. They're all clustered together, but their light is very bright. Why? Because they're technologically advanced race of beings. And our world, our government leaders, military leaders, they know who they are and they know where they came from. So I am going to go. And now let's let this complement last night's video. That's right. Let's let it, because this camera right here don't have no lights on the side, but yet it's close to all the other cameras also. So you can see a lot better. You can see here what they don't want you to see on the other ones. That's right, you all. So with that being said, thank you for your comments. And yeah, if you go check out that last night's video also, you can look all the way through it. It was quite fun. I greatly enjoyed it. I did. Didn't look at the comments. They were just flying up the screen. We had 1,200 people who tuned in. And at one point, we had a guy. He was walking around outside in his black suit. Then he stood at the entrance to the observatory, and he pointed his great big laser beam flashlight up in the sky. He sent a signal to them. And who are they up there at the nighttime? Well, who you think they are? Something that you're not supposed to be aware of. But he did. He stood out there and he shined his light in the sky, his beam of light laser, sending the signals, you all. They want them to know. They're in contact with them, you all. So I'm going to go. I am. Hello. Wherever you are in any part of the world, hello, from my heart to yours, love you.